Hi everybody, Jo here again. How you doing? Me, a bit excited today because I've got a couple of new stamps to share with you. Now these are out this Thursday and this new collection is called the Meadow Brook Tales, and you may spy a couple of new ones here, look. So I can't wait to show you how I've teamed up new, older stamps and sticker stencils. So I think we're going to just get straight to it. I've started with a piece of multifarious card, and this is one of our 7-inch squares, and this is one of the ones that's pre-cut. I like to use these. And I've got sticker stencils, and this is from the Moon Jar collection, and it's set 9. And as you know, you get an innie and an outie with these, and we're going to use the outie. Now, I'm just going to take a minute to sort of get it. I want the jar a little bit lower, so just so I've got room to put my little bumblebee coming out of the top. But this is straight here, so I'm happy with that. And I'm going to start off with lime punch, and I'm just going to give myself an outline to the jar shape. So I've gone for a number 9, a larger stencil brush, and as always, blend in the lid. And as I say, this is lime punch. And I just want to sort of give myself just an idea of this basic jar shape and colour. I'm not adding any more ink. You don't need to constantly keep reloading your brush with ink. You can work that ink that's there. And I just want to take the whiteness off to give me that basic idea of colour. Now, when it comes to adding more detail, I've gone for pixie green, so I tend to use a light colour and dark. And for this, I just want to sort of catch the edge, look. And it's just to define those edges. So I'm just going to whiz around the whole edge, and I've gone down to number 3 brush. So again, I'm not inking up, I'm just using that ink that's on my brush. And I'm coming across and I'm just dragging that ink out. And it'll just helps to give the idea of that shape. Now, what I am going to do is just use the innie bit. And I just want to create a bit of a shape here. I'm just going to pick a little bit of ink up to get an idea of that I've got. Now I know I'm going to stamp my lovely bear here, so I'm just giving myself an idea. And also at the top I want to create the opening. So again, I'm just going to use this so it gives me that shape. And also I want to make it look like we've got a little bit of a sort of a screw lid. So again, I'll start at each edge and then just come in. And it depends how many of these you want to add. And I'm just going down the outside. You almost want to give the collar that shape. And again, I love to do this. It's just a way of introducing that shape, a bit more colour on the base, because the base of the jar. And it's amazing what you can do just with your brushes. Right, I'm happy with that. Now, if you wanted to do stamping that was going to come over the edge, you would leave your sticker stencil on. All my stamping is going to be inside, so I can take this off. And I'm going to come in with Ashryn first. And I'm just going to use the black, the VersaFine Clair, the Nocturne. And for me, I like to stamp my main focal point first. And I just think I'm going to sit him just there. But don't worry, he'll be able to climb out if he wants. We've got a gorgeous little stamp set called Silent Blooms, look, and this is one of the stamps on that set. And I want to put a few in the base. So what I'm going to do is get myself a piece of my copy paper, and I want to make it look as though there's some just peeping from behind. Now I could make a mask with the masket sheets, but I'm thinking I'll just use copy paper because I just want a couple sort of here. So it just looks like they're popping out from behind. Now I just need another one. So there we go, that's better. I want to put some over this side as well. So again, I'm just going to pop that here. And we'll have one of them there. Let's just put, I think we can just get, oh yeah, that'll work. Just get those in there. Now I don't want to, if I want to come here, I would mask that off, but I'm happy with that little arrangement. So on to our lovely little bee now. The bumble hums, I've just cut one of them off and I'm just going to pop it there. If I want to stamp the whole group of them, I can, but quite often I find that I just need one. And I'm thinking we'll pop another one here. And then let's have one flying out of the lid. So we'll put another one just up here. And then onto our lovely word. I want to make myself a little almost collar with a little word on. Now on this stamp set it's called Friendship. I think it's fabulous. Right, Friendship is going just in the middle there. And I'm just going to make my little label here for Friendship. There we go. And that black fine liner, we're not scared of it, look. And we're just going to draw on. And now also, as I've got my black fine liner, I'm just going to go around the edge. Now you could leave your sticker on to do this. And next we'll add some colour with the Mondeluz pencils. And we'll start and we'll just colour our lovely bees first. Now it's up to you when you're adding your colour. You know, you've probably got favourite pencils you like to use. I just love the Mondeluz because they can blend well. I can add water if I want. And I can add my clear wink of Stella if I wish. So some lovely yellow and orange on the bees. And then just that little touch of blue. Now you will take your time doing this. I'm just mindful that you don't want to spend all day watching me colouring. So I'm just going to do some nice quick colouring. Otherwise you would be here till midnight. I'm just going to go give him a little pink in his ear. Now to colour our lovely bear, I'm just going to get my browns and I'm just going to start. Now you've probably got your own way of colouring. I tend to find if I do circular motions it's more forgiving, and I just think with him having his lovely fur, almost curly fur. But again, you've probably got your own way of colouring. We all have different ways, don't we? And I'm just going for some lovely brown down his middle and just in the middle bit here. And Tracy's given us ideas with where she's put the lines as to where to add the darker bits. Now, as I say, you'll all have your own ways of colouring. Try and make it look quite natural. I'm coming in with a mid-brown now, and I'm just going between the darker brown and the lighter brown, just so the colours blend. And what I'm going to do now is just come in with my clear wink of Stella, and I'm just going to drag that brown across there. Now, if you haven't got a clear wink of Stella, Your Lavinia small watercolour paintbrush and water will blend the colours beautifully. And what you'll find is it gets rid of those lines. Can you see we've got those lovely tones? Now, what I am going to do is I want to just add a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to pick a little bit of my yellow Posca up. And I just want to give him with the hint of yellow on that brown fur. And I'm just blending that in tiny bit more over here. And then I know at the minute it doesn't look quite finished, and this is where those lovely finishing tricks come in. And we're going to start with some pastel pencils, and I'm going to bring my black pastel in, and I'm just going to add some shade under here. So we'll have some shade here, a little bit round the jar, and they're fabulous for this. And we're just going to add some here. Now, it might be you want to stamp some of your other foliage. I'm just coming in with my pastel to give that idea that there's something growing up here. So if you hadn't got any other foliage stamps, and you know me, this is just a biodegradable cotton bud, and I'm just going to smudge this. Two things, it'll help fix it, but also it looks better. So we've got that lovely shade, and look at that, makes such a difference. Now, again, up here, what I'm going to do is with my fine liner, I'm just going to come in and draw that top on there. And then with our pastel, and we can emphasise that look. And the same, we can just emphasise these. And if you're worried about it, just take it gently, add a little bit, then use your cotton bud or your finger. And I always find it amazing the difference that makes. And I love the way we've just got a flat piece of white card, but we can make it look that it's more 3D. And I nearly forgot some shadowing under the jar. So again, it's on a shelf, look. And again, just rub sideways. Now, fine liner, you know, it's the year of the fine liner, so we've got those lovely movements. When I was at Lavinia, I treated myself to two of these metallic Glade pens. One's green, obviously, and one's yellow. And I just thought these were fabulous for filling in the little bits underneath, look. And it just gives me that nice bit of sparkle. And then when I got to this stage, I needed something to tie it together a little bit more. So I got my yellow Posca and I just added some little dots. And it was almost like I've got yellow flowers growing up here. But also I thought, could it be little bits of honey? And that's why I went for yellow, just sort of to tie it all together. And you know me, I tell you the way my head works. Mangaka, the white pen. So just some little highlights. And I'm going to start just on the little bees, look. Just a couple on each one. And then also on the top of the jar here, we'd have a white highlight, and just down the front. And then on the side. And what's nice is if you draw a line and then add some dots. So when it comes to the bear, I've just added a little bit on the top of his head. And as I say, if you're not keen on lines, just remember a couple of dots can look just as good on our lovely mushrooms. And for me, these make all the difference. I'm just going to add a tiny bit just on his lip there. And then his tail. Because his tail almost has got a bit of a greeny tone. So I'm going to come in with the lovely white. And when I got to this stage, I was happy with it, but it just needed, the yellow needed a bit of brightening up. So I went in and just put another little white dot in the yellow dot. Don't ask me why, but I just thought, oh, I like that. It brightens it up. And then the very last thing, I'm going to add some little splatters with my yellow sparkly Posca. Now, if you're worried, you could put the sticker stencil on if you just wanted these on the inside of the jar. But I want them so they're flying out of the jar, look. And I'm holding my pen close so that I can just direct them exactly where I want them. I'll have some here, a few here. Right, stop. That's just enough. And there we've got our gorgeous, I mean, look at him sat in there, and look at this, they're having a conversation eye to eye. Are you looking for the honey? Yes, I'm looking for the honey. Follow me, the honey's this way. So I hope that's just whet your little crafty appetite. Keep an eye, the rest of the creatives and Tracy have done the most amazing designs. So keep your eyes open, and honestly, Thursday, I can't wait to see which are going to be your favourites, what you're going to like, and then when you get them, what you're going to make. As always, you take care. Thanks for popping in. Much love and hugs from me. Bye for now.